How's it going, guys? It's Mile Never Job here, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing our first and only, probably, World Cup prediction video. We're going to be going through every group. I'm going to be predicting the standings of each group, and then we're going to go and do the knockout rounds as well. But before we begin this prediction video, we gotta acknowledge one asterisk that comes with this World Cup tournament, right? So first of all, it's being hosted in the U.S., Canada, and Mexico, right? And don't get me wrong, there's passion in Mexico, but if we're talking USA and Canada, the home of quote unquote soccer, not football, then we have to acknowledge the fact that this is not the same beautiful game that we know. This is not the same game that's going on in Europe. It's not the same game that's going on in the Argentinian league or the Brazil league or the Chilean league. Not even the same game that's going on in the South African Premier League or the J1 league or leagues of similar caliber that are not in North America, right? This is a commercialized version of the game. We've seen this with the announcement of the water breaks in between halves, right? Or during the middle of half, so splitting the game into four quarters. Of course, giving opening up two more potential spots for ad placements, 2 minute ad breaks to split up the halves, right? It's just man, it's sickening. It's sickening to see how FIFA, which is a greedy and a corrupt organization, combined with the overall kind of Americanization of sports in general, right? Just how, of course, with American football and basketball, there's just ads, 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 ads. It's all about money. It's about the corporation. It's about the income. It's not about the sport itself. And for me, it's a tragedy, man. It's a tragedy. I just can't believe it. I can't believe it, right? So okay. That being said, listen, not gonna sit here and pretend like I don't know ball, right? Because I know ball. But today, I'm not gonna be predicting the World Cup according to my ball knowledge. No, I'm gonna put that for the most part to the side. And for me, I'm going to choose the games according to the script. Okay, so the script. We know the script, right? The script is what is gonna make FIFA the most money. The script is what's gonna be cinema, cinema, cinema. This is the script is what's gonna get the clicks on Twitter and Instagram, and you get the point. Let's begin. All right. So first of all, I think if we're talking script here, Mexico's gonna top the group, right? Mexico has been, in the years, man, in the recent World Cups, and I'm not even talking recent, I'm talking like the last 5, 6 World Cups, they've either gotten grouped or they, of course, the classic Mexico round of 16 loss, right? Mexico's been haunted by poor performance in the World Cup, and honestly, their team is not that great right now, but let's be real, they're playing at home. People like Mexico, and I know there's some political tensions right now with Mexico and the U.S., but honestly, I think if you ask most Americans, they have a favorable view. Maybe not of some Mexicans, but if we're talking Mexico, they think, oh, soccer, soccer, da da da. They don't like Mexico. Number two, I think it's tough. I think South Korea is definitely gonna finish last in this group, and that's kind of more according to just the caliber of their team. Not a great team, a fun team, because they're a very very attacking team. Um, but I think uh, I think we'll see. I think we'll see South Korea go second in this group. I think Czech Republic, they should make it through. They'll probably advance, but South Korea is Czechia is more of a their play style is very much not possession heavy, but just not a very risk taking team. Where South Korea has some nice, very good wingers, and they're kind of similar to South Africa in that definitely like their defense, primarily their fullbacks, is their weak point. So let's move on to Group B here. Okay, Switzerland, Qatar, Canada, and Bosnia. Right. Okay. So I think Canada, man, someone has to get embarrassed in this tournament, right? Someone has to get embarrassed. I think it's unrealistic. Well, listen, if we're going purely based on ball knowledge, it'd be not unrealistic for every host team to even top their groups, right? Like Canada could top its group. They probably won't, but they could. But I think if we're talking script, someone's got to be the laughing stock. One of the host teams, at least. So I think Canada gets grouped here. I don't think there's just no way they finish below Qatar. Like that would be ridiculous, almost too ridiculous for script, right? Because on the one hand there is script, and on the other hand there is nothing ever happens, and that has to be taken into account. So I think Canada goes third. They won't advance. They're gonna get grouped. I think Bosnia goes second. Bosnia is a team that they eliminated Italy in the qualifying playoffs in pens, right? And they've got lovable guys. Dzeko, he's just like what, he's like 40, and he's still going, and people know him, people love him. I think Bosnia is going to be a team that people really root for. The Balkans, everybody knows the Balkans got heart, right? And they got passion, they got grit. Because they weren't spoon fed like the English or the French. And then Switzerland is just the best team in the group, and you've got fun players, so I think they'll top the group. Now, Group C, fun group. I think Scotland advances for sure. I honestly think. I'm not sure. I think it could be a toss-up between Brazil and Morocco. I think that both of these teams are generally viewed positively, especially by Americans. Most casuals, like, okay, you can be a casual and know that Morocco is a pretty good team. If you don't watch any soccer, like a lot of Americans, you probably don't think Morocco's that good. Does Brazil top the group as a result of that? Man, they did look good against Panama today, 6-2 win. I'm gonna say Morocco tops the group. I think Brazil, man, they got some guys that you can laugh at, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Rodrigo and Vinicius. It's like people like him, but people also like to clown him online. So I'm gonna go Morocco tops the group. I feel like everyone loves Morocco. Ziyech, Hakimi. I don't even think Ziyech is still playing, but I think people really look at Hakimi favorably, so I think he's more likely to top the group here. And I think Scotland advances. I think Scotland's a gritty team. I think they'll manage a draw against either Morocco or Brazil. All right, Group D. Now this is the U.S.'s group. Very interesting. I'm not going to be predicting the individual group match games, but what I will say is that the U.S. versus Australia is going to be a cinematic game. And it's going to be a game that's high scoring, or at least very, very action packed. And what's going to happen is Christian Pulisic is going to score a late goal that wins the match for the U.S. Why? Because let's be real, Australia is the worst team in the group. First of all, so that gives the U.S. the best chance to actually win. Because to be honest, for me, I think U.S. not better than Turkey, and probably in a similar tier to Paraguay. I think Paraguay is a very underrated team, but casuals are not going to know that. Right? They don't even know where Paraguay is. So again, this is according to script, right? This is just what script says. So for me, I think Australia goes third. I think Turkey second. I think United States second. I think Turkey tops the group. I think Australia's got to pass because they're an Anglosphere country. They advanced last World Cup, right? People like them. Not a great team, right? Probably, definitely. Listen, if this is according to ball, I'd have them last. For sure. I'd have Paraguay probably, I don't know, advancing for sure. I think U.S. is, while they're going to have a team where Captain America, the LeBron James of soccer, that whole narrative goes crazy, right? They're going to have a game where everyone's going to be putting on their little fake patriotic kind of, guys, or their pretend patriotism, right? Listen, I'm a real patriot, all right? And a real patriot knows when to criticize their team, when to criticize their country. Now, when the U.S. inevitably loses 2-1, 3-1 in Turkey, people are gonna be saying, "Oh, man, nah, bro, nah. How do we, bro? How, like, bro, sack, sack, bro. Like, they're gonna be saying everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? For me, no. I make tactical adjustments, da da da. But that's whatever. That I'm going on a sidetrack. I'm getting sidetracked here. USA is gonna disappoint because I always do. But that's why we root for them, because they're an underdog, in a way. Also, not really, but you get what I'm saying. All right, Group B. Let's go a little faster here. I don't want to spend too much time. All right. I think pretty quick. I think you're gonna have an African dark horse. It's not gonna be Ivory Coast. I think it goes Ecuador 1, Germany 2, Ivory Coast 3, Curacao 4. I think Germany's gotten grouped. They definitely got grouped in the last World Cup, and I'm pretty sure they got grouped. Did they really get grouped 2 World Cups in a row? Definitely one of the two, maybe two of the two. So they're gonna lose their first game. People are gonna be worried about them not qualifying. They're gonna clutch up because nothing ever happens. And Germany does look good right now. Not 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 great in the past few years, but I will acknowledge their 4-0 win against Finland. I mean, it's only Finland, but that is at least somewhat promising. Ecuador, for me, great team, great team, great team. They don't concede. They play Haram ball. That's what's up right now. Maybe not Haram ball, but they definitely don't concede, and they know how to play some defense, led by Moises Caicedo, William Pacho in the back. They're powerful. They won't concede. They're going to be making headlines. Curacao sucks. All right, Group F, fun group. Japan tops the group. Netherlands 2. Sweden 4. Sweden 4. I think Sweden can hang. I think we can't be too nice to these European teams. I think Japan won because it's Japan, man. I mean, actually, I'm going to change that. I'm going to go Netherlands 1, Japan 2. I think Japan is a super, super strong team, but let's be real. The thing is, you get really hyped about certain teams like Japan, man, and you think they're just going to go crazy. And they actually did. Pretty sure they topped their group in the last World Cup. But my point is, maybe it was 2 World Cups ago. I can't remember. But point is, nothing ever happens. And it's like, script is going to have some things be cool, and it's also just going to not. Like, it's going to disappoint. Because script is never perfect. So the Netherlands, man, casuals always putting the Netherlands above Japan. For me, I think Japan tops the group. But I just think this is realistic here. Yeah, so with Group G, I think, all right, the thing is Belgium always has a shocker. And we've seen that in the past 2, 3, 4 scripts. Belgium they just disappoint. They disappoint every time, right? But the problem is this group is so bad. It's so bad. I mean, these teams are all like Iran, okay, definitely the second best, but come on. Here's the thing with this group. Iran, bro, they're doomed. They're doomed because, as I mentioned, when the U.S. is playing, and even more so now that they're hosting, we see a lot of fake patriotism, and that manifests in the supporting the U.S. in their kind of neoliberal, globalist, colonial-esque pursuits. So you're going to get a lot of anti-Iran sentiments among the general U.S. population. Now, the liberals, the leftists, not as much, but the leftists, no. But the liberals, the general, like the people who are, voting Democrat, no, you know what I'm saying? The normies, they're going to be saying, oh, hey, down with Iran, da-da-da. They're joking, but there's always some truth in jokes. So I think Iran comes third, New Zealand second, Egypt last. Now, I do want to quickly mention that Iran, Egypt will be cinema. I think Iran takes that. I think there will be multiple red cards. We will be there. We will be watching that. All right, Group 8, Group H. Spain number 1. Come on, I don't care. Now, hot take, I think Saudi Arabia number 2. Why? I think in the script, there's always evil. Evil is always present in the script. And I think, what better villain than Saudi Arabia? Half underdog, half villain. Because they kind of suck, but at the same time, they're Saudi, bro. They're Saudi. They gonna find a way. You know what I'm saying? So I think we see Saudi come in with some upsets here. I think they play second. I think everyone's gonna hate it, but I think it's going to happen, unfortunately. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to put Uruguay last. That's crazy, but hey, Cape Verde did. They beat somebody 3-0 today. I think it was, yeah, they beat Serbia 3-0 today. Hey, I don't know. I don't know. But I like it. I like it. All right. Now, this is a fun group. I'm going to go Norway second, France. I think this is just pretty standard. France is the best team here. I mean, Mbappe, besides Holland, probably like the, I mean, not the, obviously not the most well known player in this tournament, but the most well known, like, real player, if you get what I'm saying. Because Messi and Ronaldo, they're finished, bro. They're finished. Um, Norway, yeah, electric team. Electric team. Odegaard is a little, he's a little washed, but listen, Ryerson's tough. Holland is obviously Holland. Uh, Noosa's good. Noosa's good. Some young flair there. Um, yeah, I think Senegal. I mean, I watched their friendly against the U.S. They didn't look that good, and Iraq is, yeah, they're gonna come last. Same deal here. We're gonna get a lot of anti-Iraq sentiments from Americans in this tournament. Okay, I hate to say it, but Argentina will top this group. I don't really like Argentina, but it's Messi, bro. Like, he's gonna top the group, and unfortunately, like, there's nothing we can really do about it. It's just like, bro, there's nobody that Americans love more than Messi, bro. Messi, Messi, Messi. See, Christian Pulisic always gets the American Messi nod, right? Why not the American Ronaldo? I mean, maybe it's like because they have comparable play styles. Like, I don't really know, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I don't know why, but I feel like Messi is overly glazed by Americans. So he's gonna go up number one. Again, he's like, reigning champion. I don't really need to say more. All right. I think Algeria comes second. I think Algeria comes second because I do think they will either draw or win their first game of the group, which is against Argentina. Because here's what's gonna happen. And now this is big brain thinking from me. Okay. Argentina in the last World Cup, I believe, lost their first game against Saudi Arabia. Say they lose against Algeria, right? What's Twitter going to be saying? They're going to be saying, what's the last time Argentina, or what's the last time Messi lost to an Islamic nation, a Middle Eastern nation, I guess, Northern African, whatever, in the World Cup? They won it. I don't think they're going to win it this time, but come on, script. All right. Now I think Colombia's going to top this group because I think Ronaldo's going to start, and I think he's gonna his biggest ego in football. So I think he's going to cause some problems. Listen, he's going to rectify these problems in the knockout stages, but I think for now, Messi comes in hot. Ronaldo starts off kind of soft here. He starts off kind of cold. I think DR Congo comes third. Uzbekistan falls. I think DR Congo is going to be our African dark horse now. Are they the best African team? Definitely not. Definitely not. It's probably Ivory Coast. But they are cool, And it's DR Congo, man. It's one of those fun countries. I think they'll do well. I think Uzbekistan, they're actually not that bad, but let's be real, bro. Like, bro, who's trying to root for, like, I'm just saying, like, I want to root for Uzbekistan, but they're not a media friendly team. Let's just say that. Now the final group, I'm gonna go England number one. I do think they'll draw Croatia at least, maybe even lose, but I think England, like, always tops their group, so I think they'll just do it. They'll find a way. It'll be unethical. But they'll do it. I think we'll see Ghana 3, Panama 4. I think Panama's not as bad as they were in past World Cups, but uh, actually no, I'm gonna go 3. I don't think Ghana's really that good. So, all right. Now I have to select who advances. I'll just give a brief explanation. Okay, DR Congo, we already said. African Dark Horse, Scotland, fun team, Scott McTominay. I think Australia advances because they did last time. And again, Anglosphere team. I think Canada, does Canada get grouped? Yeah, they do. I think think Cape Verde makes it through. I think Ivory Coast makes it through. Wow, I'm really picking a lot of African teams here, but I like that. I like that. Hey, maybe it's the year of Africa. You know what I'm saying? Um, I think Czech Republic makes it through just on quality, and then yeah, Austria on quality, and then probably it's tough last pick here. I think I think we go Tunisia on quality. All right. Now let's continue to the knockout rounds. All right. All right, on to the knockout stages. So, Ecuador, Czech Republic. Yeah, Ecuador's going to be a more fun team here. Just going to go Ecuador. Yeah, no contest. This will be a fun game, a gritty game. I think Bosnia takes it. I think we got to have like one Asian team doing well. Like I don't think both Asian teams do well here. Just like you just wouldn't have that in the script. So I think Bosnia takes it just based on their Balkan grit. Um, Netherlands, Brazil. Wow, banger. Um, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Netherlands. Let's all laugh at Brazil, something like that. Portugal. I think Croatia is. I don't know. Disappointment for Croatia. I think disappointment. They've had enough success. I think the scriptwriters have moved on to other nations. Spain, Algeria. Yeah, give me Spain. Turkey, Ivory Coast. I think Turkey takes that one. I think Turkey takes that. For me on this one, I think does Belgium have their shocker here? Does Belgium have their shocker? Yes, they do. Austria advances on pens. Morocco, Japan, Japan. Japan's got to be that one team. You know what I'm saying? Germany, Norway. Ooh, class game, class game. Um, it's actually tough. I think it's tough, but I think Germany takes it. I think Holland goes out disappointed. You know, they've had an amazing run, but I just think it ends here, to be honest. Because we gotta have this. We gotta have this Axis powers matchup here. We just need that. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Mexico, Cape Verde. Yeah, give me Mexico. England, DR Congo. Yeah, whatever. Rematch. But Argentina's not going to lose that, realistically. U.S., New Zealand. Fun one. Not really. U.S. takes that. That's actually a tough one. Switzerland's class. Their class. I'm going to come back to that. I think Colombia wins that. I don't think Australia is very good. And then this one, man. Tunisia, I think Switzerland takes it. I think they have to. All right, on to the round 16. Scroll up. Ecuador, France, yeah. No one's stopping France, sorry. Ecuador, good run, but you're not beating France, bro. Same deal with Bosnia. It's going to come down to class here. Just no chance. Now, this is a banger. Now, does Ronaldo make a push here? You know what I'm saying? This is a pivotal moment in the script. Because Argentina's not losing this game. Does Portugal go out to Spain? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say Portugal takes it. You know, it's gonna be a hot take probably, but I think I just think they're good, man, and I just think it's Ronaldo's time. I just think it's his time. Turkey, Austria, kind of a stinker. I'm gonna go with Turkey. Japan, Germany. Wow, as I said, Axis powers masterclass. Who takes it? Japan did last longer in World War II, but of course we know what ended their Linsanity run. You know, in 1945, I think it was. You know, this is a tough one. You know, the Soviets are advancing in the east, and Americans are advancing in the South and the West. So tough to say, man. But at the same time, you got the Battle of Midway. Americans are island hopping. The brave boys are doing well. I don't know, man. I know I'm gonna come back to that. I'm gonna let them battle that a little bit more. Mexico, England, yeah, give me England. Need I say more? Argentina's advancing. Come on, U.S. is lucky to make it to the round 16. By the way, lucky. I don't even know how I have them going this far. I don't want to leave. No, I want to go back to the round of 32. Yeah, I guess because they're against. Yeah, that's crazy. I guess England. I don't mind. I don't mind the USA Mickey Mouse round of 16. I don't hate that. Switzerland, Colombia. Whew. Wow. All right, one of these teams got to make it to the quarters, man. Let's go. Let's have a. South American matchup here in the quarterfinals. Now Japan, Germany. Wow. Man. I don't even hate Japan here, man. But let's see the last round. Who they have to beat? They have to beat Morocco. Are they really getting that far? Are they really getting this far? Nah. Nothing ever happens, bro. Nothing ever happens. All right, France, Netherlands. Let's breeze through that. Portugal, Turkey. Yep. Portugal's taking that. Germany, England. Whew. I think England takes it. On pens, though. I think Argentina wins that. All right. We've got a stacked semis. Now, this is the question. Who wins France, Portugal? Because I think whoever wins this game wins the World Cup, to be honest. I think it's heartbreak for Ronaldo, though. I think France has to advance. England, Argentina, yeah. Argentina. Oh, but are we getting a rematch, though? That could be cinematic. If we get a rematch. I don't even hate that. I mean, that would sell. That would feed families. That would do crazy numbers. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I want, but it would do numbers, and that's what the people would want. I think we got to take France here, though. I think Mbappe gets his revenge. Finish that bracket, bro. So let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. That's my prediction according to the script, man, and